Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
Now it's Hullet. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's forced to go back. And here's Messi. Nedved. Vieira. Looking to play him in. Pele. Hullet. Now it's Dembele. And it's Vitinha. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Nesta. That's Vieira. Oh, good spread. And it's Vieira. He's in a good position here. It's Bale! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Barcelona definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Still goalless. Can he get it through? Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Tries to pass it through. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Vieira is there, and he can pick it up. Neymar. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Vieira. He's on it, can he get away? Shoots!
Dembele really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved. And here's Suarez. Vitinha. Dembele. Pele. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Messi. Neymar. And here's Suarez. Messi. And now the breakaway. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got away. This looks promising. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bale. Messi. Now he's got space here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi might just make this. Nesta makes the interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shot could be on. Neymar. Oh, important interception. Now it's Bale. Bale! Now that is commitment to the cause. Vieira with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hullet. And this is Pelé. Chance to deliver. Nice interception, well timed. Messi. Now it's Bale. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Vieira. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Bale. And it's Vieira. Thuram prompt. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's managed to get free. Bale, a lot of space ahead of him. Nicely spread. Played into the... and he shoots! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Neymar. That is good alertness. Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pelé. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision, and this is Bale. Lovely bit of skill. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. It's Bale! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Dembele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pelé really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
It's their second corner of the game.
Numero 14. Numero 10. Messi. Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5. Owen. Il numero 15. Il numero 18. Il numero 17. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Barcelona have the... And And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Bergomi gets it clear. Guardiola is always looking to break lines. Cáceres. And still, we await the first breakthrough. That's going to go a long way. Guardiola. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cruyff. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Hullet. Now this could be a chance. Hullet. That's the keeper's ball. And it's Cruyff. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Ibrahimovic. Nedved. Played in. Big chance! He scores! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
A 1-0 lead established.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your...
Climbs up big! Oh, it rattles the bar!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Puskas. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rijkaard. Guardiola. And that interception was most... And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effort. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Messi is firing after that one. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's Dembele, and he was quick to react. Caceres becomes the latest member of the 300 club, another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Cruyff. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Applies the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And a chance! Goal! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's through here. And this is Ronaldo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, it's come loose. He's in a great position here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's played through for him. Picked out brilliantly. Great vision. Now it's Pele. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's superb.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Threads one in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Hullet. Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Approaching the half-hour mark. And the counter is on. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
Terrific header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Vitinha.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Pelé. Vitinha. Dembele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out. Cruyff. Pelé. Cruyff.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Taken off it pretty forcefully. Vieira. And it's Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quality ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has put paid to that. Bellingham. Pelé.
There will
Vieira.
be 1 minute added time.
It's Hullet. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to pass it through. And he welcomes it in. It's Pelé! And he's taking no chances there. Pelé! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries to get it clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vieira. And it's Hullet. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this an opportunity to pull level. Hullet! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pelé. Cruyff. Pelé, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Now it's Dembele. It's a good foot in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one, and he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pelé takes control of it and he's on the move. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Oh, this looks sharp. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Hullet picks it up out wide. Messi tries to dink it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi. Oh, that's a fine interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cruyff. Vieira cuts it out. Vitinha.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's really nicely played. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Opts for safety. Half an hour gone in the second half. Messi. No way through, so back it comes. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Substitution on the field. Number 26.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 20, Pele. Number 6, Bellingham. Number 7, Cristiano
That's good running with the
Ronaldo.
ball.
Number
Rafael
14,
Leao going face-to-face with his great rival.
coming on the field. Number 23.
And that interception was most
Number
necessary.
22,
That was well played,
Seedorf.
well stopped.
Number 11,
Rafael Leao
Bale.
will not want to lose
Number
out here, not against this
17,
opponent.
Rebellion.
But it's Seedorf.
Number 9,
Can he get on the end of this?
Substitution.
Rafael Leao gets into some space.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Mateus, lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be 1
Rafael
minute added
Leao
time.
gets rid without sophistication. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now there is the unmistakable figure of John O'Shea, one of the first names on the team sheet, always, Jim.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be a little biased here because he's from my hometown, but he's about as versatile and dependable as they come.
The ultimate unsung hero. And this is Hullet. That has not gone well. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's really well manoeuvred. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Vieira. It's a really well-measured ball. Vitinha. And here's Hullet. Vieira. Pelé. Now it's Hullet. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Dembele. Might be danger here. Vieira. Yaya Toure. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot a goal! Could be danger here. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Zico, and here's Messi. Oh, prompt interception. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Pelé. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Hullet. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Hullet. Messi. And it's Vieira. Vitinha. Zico. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Vitinha. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Messi. He's having a go!
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
No way through. Pelé. Now that looks a decent ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And this is Dembele. Now, what about a counter-attack? We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Looking for the run. Vitinha could move up a gear here. Oh, it's Dembele. Pelé. Now it's Hullet. Hullet touches it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Messi. Zico.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pinches it off him. Vieira. Pelé. Now it's Pelé. Dembele. Vieira. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Favor retirar o veículo. Ele está prestes a ser guinchado. Substituição em campo. Camisa 8.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Camisa 23.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Cáceres. Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Hullet. Dembele. Oh, good read. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pelé shapes to shoot! They've scored!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He's got away.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Ferdinand cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. He's a sharp... He's had a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Substituição em campo.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Yeah. So what can they make of this? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Maldini pokes it out wide. Vieira played into space. Nicely worked. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's played it back. Messi. And the shot! Goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Picked out brilliantly. And this is Puskás.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha. Now it's Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Good read, needed to be. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vieira, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Now it's Puskás. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Touré charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Ronaldo. Goes for a shot! In for the pieces! Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day! That's at the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intent. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his...
There's the header! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Pelé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's a little off target. And it's Hullet. Beckham. Olise. And here's Dembele. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pelé. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Hullet. He's having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught up, and the shot! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Plays it out wide. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That is good alertness. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Looking for the run. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Hullet. Spread it left. Calafiori deals with that comfortably. Olise. Pelé. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Serginho.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Vieira. Dembele. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A probing pass. Pelé. And this is Dembele.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Beckham. Looks across and plays it in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Great vision. He has a look up. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Hullet. And this is Dembele. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pele. No way through. Oh, important interception. Played into space. Messi looking to run onto it. Oh, that's a fine interception. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Messi. Dembele. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Elise. Spread out to the left. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Hullet. Beckham. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne running with the ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Pele going about things with real menace. Vitinha. That's a cute ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it shoots! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's picked his way through, tries to play it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Great ball if he can get there. And he's... Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nice interception, well timed. Vitinha.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Van Nistelrooy. Olise. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 9, De Bruyne. Coming on the field is number 4,
Vitinha.
Palmer. Substitution.
Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. Rafael Leao. Vieira. And it's Vitinha. Palmer looking to penetrate opposition lines. Nicely weighted ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Van Nistelrooy picks it up out wide. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Rafael Leao. Beckham. Palmer charging forward, the ball at his feet. Vieira. And he cuts out the supply. Short changes him with that pass. Vitinha. And it's been played through. Olise. Olise was steaming forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Very much into the last knockings.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Roberto Baggio. That's good running with the ball. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Please turn your
So there it
attention to the
is.
screen.
What struck
for
you most
information.
about that? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, this is a formation which seems to make pretty clear what their intentions are, Jim.
Well, Peter, when you have that many back, there's only really one tactic you can adopt, and it's the counter-attack. And while it's going to give you a very solid block defensively, it does leave you very little options attacking-wise, with effectively just one.
There's the shot!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gives it back. Ambitious ball here. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers.
Big chance! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, good-looking ball. And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pedri. Lovely feet. Thuram. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Vieira. And it's Pedri. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can.
He's having a hit! Just a whisker away. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Knocks it out wide. Crosses it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Pull it out to the right.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Roberto Carlos, Neymar, and he's intervened well there. Messi, and that has left him in a heap. It's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pele, who does have an assist to his name.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Schmeichel. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's had a shot! Gattuso gets good distance on it. Vieira, played out wide. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Rijkaard.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Gullit. Beckham gets over and intercepts. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. He's got away, and he whips it in. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. Dembele. Gattuso. And this is Ibrahimovic! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Dembele is always looking to break lines. Pele. Pedri. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but... And Hullet! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things... And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. This is Dembele, looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well played.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Messi. Now it's Pedri. Dembele. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Vieira. And here's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Messi. Now, can they get him away? It's a good-looking delivery. Decent chance! He has done it! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Owen. Roberto Baggio. Oh, well played. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready.
And the shot! It's in! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And it's Messi. Messi, try. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Goes down, but nothing given. Nesta with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. Bullet! That comes as a mighty relief. Yeah. Now that's well seen too. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedri, Bergomi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Dembele gets a foot in here. Roberto Carlos, and it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Roberto Carlos finds himself offside. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Pullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nesta to Beckham, and it's Dembele. Dembele, and it's Gattuso. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's straight offside. He's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. Pullet. And here's Pedri. Shot could be on. Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Owen.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Owen really must be thinking what he has to do to score.
And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
We have already started here.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Rodri. Plays it through. Up he goes! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Lahm. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, good spread. Pele. Out to the right. And that's put paid to a promising move. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dembele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rummenigge proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And it's Bellingham. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Lahm is onto this, climbs up big! And he's done it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Dembele.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Vieira. Pull it. That's Vieira. Now it's Pele. And that's played in low.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Opts for safety. Bellingham looking to get on the end of this. Looking for a corner. Messi getting this one clear. And it's Szoboszlai.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Pull it, spread it left. Threads one in, and the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vieira.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Floated through. Showing good feet. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Vietnam are looking to go forward now.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
That pass has been well intercepted. Vieira. No, again there's no way through. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Lam. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's a promising position. No way through there. Szoboszlai looking for the run. Lam is in a really good position out wide. And it's Vieira. Messi. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. And this is Hullet. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Szoboszlai. Rummenigge. Lam. And it's Rodri. Rummenigge. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And this is Dembele. Just the goalkeeper. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played towards the front line. Szoboszlai. And it's Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. And he was alert to it. Quality ball. Hullet is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the...
Chance! Oh, taken with style. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20, Numero
So time for
14.
change, and
Numero
this one has been
10.
on the cards for a little
Messi.
while.
Lasciano il
And
campo
that has
per
added a
il
whole
numero
new
4.
complexion to the game.
Luis Suarez.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Spettatori.
Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? Now it's Roberto Baggio. Szoboszlai. And he's only too happy to take that back. Gullit. He's had a shot! Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's well positioned here. And reclaimed it in a trice. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 17, il numero 11. Attenzione, un cambio.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Ernest. Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? Sticks it away! And they've got their lead back. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that is as far as they're going to go. Guardiola has been caught there, it's a foul. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Strong running down that left flank. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Gerrard can so cleverly bypass the press. Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Look, and it's been given away. Shot, surely! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left home.
And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. And
섀도란 뽑으시나요? 네쿠보 알칸타라랑 같이. 산탱 섀돌.
well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Dembele is offering a right smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, well played, well played. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's Vieira. Pinches it off him. Now it's Hullet. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Gattuso. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vitinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a shade optimistic. And he's intervened well there. Still goalless. And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi. Oh, they could break here. Played into space. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim... Chance! Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
비티냐 좋나요?
Rafinha quietly revving up.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Dembele. Now that's well seen too. Rafinha. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Vitinha. Rui Costa. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he's had it nicked away. Rafinha. Vitinha. Rafinha. Aimed beyond the defence. Vitinha. No way through there. Good ball, good take. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, it's Dembele. Great vision. And this is Dembele. And it's Dembele! Rijkaard clears it away. It's run loose here. And here's Hullet.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Rafinha. Hullet. Dembele. Oh, he's seen that early. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Now he's off and running. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vitinha. And this is Dembele. Now it's Pele. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Oh, no joy this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And this is Ibrahimovic, and here's Rafinha. Flashes it. Oh, smashing header! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
It's Rui Costa. Vitinha. All played for Dembele. Vitinha. Now it's Messi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Neatly clipped into space. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rafinha. Now it's Rui Costa. And this is Ibrahimovic. Rafinha. Pull it. He's played it back. And it's Rui Costa. Rui Costa is the distributor-in-chief. Shapes to shoot! It's bounced back off the post.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So,
dorsal
time for
7,
changes
el
on
dorsal
both sides,
5,
actually.
El dorsal 19 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 8.
Puskás.
Bale,
And this is
dorsal
Pullet.
10. Se
Nicely
va a
spread.
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
This might... There's the shot! He has done it! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Knocks it into space. He has found the way through. Distributed tidily. There's the delivery. Climbs up big! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Puskás.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a good spell of possession, this. He's cut it out. And here's the chance to counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Gattuso. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Ibrahimovic.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 14.
Right card.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11. Makelele. El dorsal 23. Cambio
Now
de
it's
jugadores.
Bale.
Habrá 3
And he's
minutos
picked it
de
up out
descuento.
wide. That's tidy. And it's Thuram. Now the ball in. Oh, what a climb! And time is up. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Roberto Baggio. Pohang Steelers looking to pass their way through.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
Has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
And here's Baggio. And it's Lam looking for a runner. And this is Roberto Baggio. Gets his head on it! It's there! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. He made it look a bit predictable.
Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet. Oh, it's Dembele. Vitinha. Bout of passing here, really eats shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's having a shot! Oh, what has happened here? Yep, it's a corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Corner number 2 then. Pele is there to clear. Roberto Baggio! And now a sudden chance to counter. Luis Suarez! He scores! And they've got their lead back. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Pohang Steelers go into the lead. Always onto this, and he's managed to charge for a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Lam is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Pele. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's Dembele! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pohang Steelers have the chance to go the other way. Platini is always looking to break lines. Now it's Semenyo, and it's Lam. He has found the way through. Semenyo, and that was very necessary. Dembele producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Out to the right. Now it's come to nothing. Caicedo. And the pass is intercepted. Vitinha. And this is Dembele. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
2 added minutes
Just
has
eases
been
him off the
indicated.
ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Pele. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And claimed it back swiftly. Can he finish? They've done it! And there's the end of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's had it nicked away. Pele. Calafiori cuts it out. Caicedo. Sergi. And it's Lam. Dembele does well to get it back. Vitinha. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Looking for the run. And he's cut it out. Baggio, who's set up one goal so far. And that's a good ball. Lam knocks it into space. And Baggio. Now it's Semenyo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Now it's Messi. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. And here's Dembele. He's had it taken off him. Roberto Baggio. Can he get on the end of this? Now there's a fight. Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Semenyo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 14.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Number 9, Federico Valverde.
Calafiori.
Number 23, Nedved.
This is Hazard.
Substitutions
And
taking
a
place.
chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Just about up to 75 minutes. Rafael Leao. Hazard. Rafael... Chance, surely! A real chance and a real let-off.
Pohang Steelers certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And here's Hullet. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Owen. He's in a great position here. Shot at goal! They've done it! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
He's had a shot! No mistake! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Pohang Steelers take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now, can they get him away? And here's Rafael Leao.
양님 새해 복 많이
That
받아요.
is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Vitinha. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Threads one in. And that is expertly dealt with. Nedved always looking for that And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.
키키키윽 잘까요? 어라 제카님 있구나 키키키윽. 키키키윽 양님 겜 많이 안 해서. 마지막 코 뽑고 바이바이. 없어지지 않았나요? 메시 뽐 나오고. 냥빠 히히읒. 100호로 안 나옴. 그냥 아껴요. 키키키키키키읒.